Hey there, tarot friends. Happy Wednesday. It is increasingly harder to pay attention to what day it is, I guess. It is February 9th. We are 10 days away from my due date. And last night, in the middle of the night, I was rolling back and forth in bed and I thought, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get down on the tarot floor tomorrow. But it's fine. It just happens to be a little achier overnight, I guess. And then when I'm waking up, I'm feeling okay. So for now, I'm good here sitting on the floor, though getting to feeling ever closer to the due date. So there's our baby update. Had my appointment yesterday, as you all know, and everything's going great. I go back on Friday. So yesterday my midwife said, if you're still pregnant Friday, I'll see you then. So those are the kinds of words I like to hear, but I went way over with Max. We'll see what happens this time. I don't know. We'll see what they say Friday. Anyway, that's my life update. Okay, so I'm back to the top here. Angela's here. Hello. Thanks for hanging out with us. Jamie is here. I've had a few sips of coffee, though not many. I got up early today, but I held off on making my coffee because I don't know how to use my new coffee maker yet. And the existing one beeps really loud. And I wanted Max to sleep just as long as he naturally would today. And so I was just chugging iced tea, pretending like that was going to do the trick. So I'm a few sips in, but not many. There's my coffee update. These are all the things, right? Diane is here. Hello. Good morning. Uh-oh, I jumped. Strength reversed. Hello. It's Amy, I think. Yes. I think. Thank you for hanging out with us for our little archetypes talk this morning. Chris is here. Happy Wednesday to you. Kristen is listening while she works. Thanks for hanging out with us. Patrice is here. Excellent. Thank you. I know 10 days is really crazy. I don't know. I really started whining when I got in bed last night. I was laying there for a little bit I was sitting up looking at my phone because Ryan was laying facing the other way. So I turned my screen way down and I was just trying to wind down a little bit because Max's bedtime was kind of a mess last night. So I just had to kind of zen out for a minute. Oh no, audio and video are slightly misaligned. Is anyone else having that problem? So yeah, then when I went to lay down, while I was still sitting up, I know this is thrilling information, but I'm complaining about my piriformis, which is a little triangle kind of muscle that goes in the middle of the back top of your hip, down into your glute. And it's just this little piece, but it stretches really far and it gets really messed up sometimes. Okay, my lips are not matching the audio. Weird. How do I fix it? If I leave the stream and come back in, will that work? I don't know. Is it terrible to watch? I don't know. What if I... Okay, how about now? Am I matchy now? Jamie says possibly. She's like, this girl does not know. So anyway, while I was sitting there, I'm I'll be good and I'll do some movement and I'll kind of stretch back and forth. But do you think that was a good idea? No, it just, it didn't pull, literally pull, but it grabbed a little bit. And then I was gasping and I had like one contraction when I was in the driveway yesterday with Max and Ryan. We were kind of pushing him on a little sled. We have like a tiny little hill in our backyard. And it's really not even hill, little slope. And so I was standing out there and I had like one little, I mean, it wasn't even full. It was just like on one side. And I was like, oh no. And Ryan's like, do we call Julie? Because my friend will be coming over whenever I go into labor to come pick up Max. So I was like, no, it's fine. But that usually only happens at night. So anyway, my point is he was already asleep. And so then when I gasped out, then he was like, what's going on? I'm like, oh, nothing, just piriformis. You have to help me. I like started crying only a little bit. I'm not trying to get sympathy here, but it's just so annoying. And so then he was trying to help me. I was like punching myself in the back of the hip and he's like, please stop doing that. Okay. Anyway, all the babbling, 90s Power Rangers. Oh yeah. Super dubbed. Thank you. It is not brushed. Here, if I like get into it, you'll see how like awful it really is. But what happened is I slept with it mostly up in a knot, and then I just took it down right when I got in here. So it looks a little fuller because it's like knotted up. That's my trick. I'm like super high maintenance styled. Oh, see, now I fucked it up. Okay. Thank you, is what I mean to say. Okay, so Pamela is here. Hello. Thank you so much for being here. Tomorrow for our casual, I'm going to show a little, not really little, a couple of amazing gifts that I received from someone yesterday. So anyway, that'll be part of what we do tomorrow. That's my plan for now. So let's all take a sip and I will flip through and find our cards because I haven't done that yet. Why do I have this lid? And no paper towel. Don't know what to do. This is like a food tray back here, so we'll sit it here, yeah? Okay, that's fine. Oh, see, Jamie complimented my hair and then I had to get into it and now you can see that I'm just a phony. Oh, there we go. Sip, sip, everyone. Okay. Yes, Chris, how are you and Sandy? I don't know why I'm acting like this. Okay. We are looking for the offering and the prayer. I added some back photos from the past few weeks. There's only the one now missing that I didn't take a picture of that day, which is, I forget, but I have it written down now. I got up early, did some tarot work, and posted in the group, things like that. So that's exciting that I'm getting caught up. Work is finally back to normal and not crazy. So I actually get to, take my 15-minute break. This was all before work though. I got up early and did some tarot stuff and paid some bills and things like that in the quiet. So that was so nice. Oh, Jamie has her coffee this morning. This is fun. We can sip along together. Jamie, still have not sent that deck out. I might do it today because I really kind of want to take a drive later this afternoon. And just because it's something to do, like I drove yesterday to my appointment far away, obviously, but I just thought I might like a little outing. We're still not really going anywhere. So anyway, that might happen today. Oh my goodness. The other hesitation is I was like waiting on the weather and then like I also want to send you something extra. And so I've been looking around here for like, treasures, but just not doing a very good job. Anyway, thanks for hanging out. Sorry I don't have the cards out yet. the offering and the prayer. One of them looks like a crescent moon. Honestly, y'all, there's one. Okay. Did I talk through? The other one's really pastel-y. There it is. Okay. We're doing great. Okay, let's go back. Pamela ordered the Mildred Payne, the little one and the black one. The little, like the Secret Pocket Oracle and Oracle of Black Enchantment. If you ordered, I'm so excited. You all know my love. Okay. Yeah, Chris, I was going to ask if you're feeling better, but I didn't want to spread your news. So poor Chris has been sick again. I guess he said that like last week. And he had to wait so long for medicine. I was getting really mad. Okay, anyway, I'm glad you're finally on the mend. Sandy's same as always. Getting up at the butt crack of dawn to go to the gym. Bless him. Because like I got up at about 5:45 to go to the bathroom, and when I went back to crawl into bed, I like tipped over like a cow, like on the bed, but you know, and then I laughed at myself for about 5 minutes. So while Sandy's getting all cut up at the gym, I can't even like climb back into bed without falling over. So anyway. Oh. Hey Mel, thanks for joining us. Jamie ordered the new Patrick Valenza. Would that be the illustrated pips, right? Fully illustrated. Ooh, yes, share links, share things you love, share other events going on. I saw you mention them. I'm not a creepy dark person, but I have a few. That's kind of how I am too. Like I like some darker stuff, but it has to be like really specific. So they're very cute. I think you will like them. They're like in that sweet spot of like creepy-ish, but they're just charming. You know what I mean? Like Oracle of Black Enchantment, I feel like a couple of the cards are kind of naughty, but mostly they're more, there's just a little cutesiness to them, and it's like the perfect combination. So anyway, let me put these down and I will start. You all continue with your chat and I will start with our cards. Okay. I'm also hoping to record, those of you who've been following along with the collection video updates, I'm hoping to record either the tarot set or Oracle today, this afternoon. How did I get to see them? Oh, I'm just talking about Mildred Payne's Secret Pocket Oracle that I think Pamela was talking about, and Oracle of Black Enchantment, if that's what she's mentioning. So I have not seen the new pips for the Triumphy. Okay, so I do not have special Valenza privileges or anything like that. That's a 4 and that's a 5. Okay, so we're starting with the offering, and I love this card because it's dark and rainbow, and it has a crescent moon, and just how beautiful is this? Like, look at that. Isn't it amazing? It just really is. Love it. Shauna. Well, thank you so much. I was in here like 8 minutes early, so I threw some makeup on. Next time, I think we'll start out with my 5-minute makeup tutorial. Again, super high maintenance. But yeah, look at this. Oh, amazing. Thank you so much for popping in, Shauna. Okay, the offering. It's beautiful. Let's see what Kim has to say about it. Oh, and I do have buried under the luscious hair today is my sounder necklace from Glastonbury, just in case anyone's wondering. Oh, on the hair front, by the way, before we get serious, I went like this the other day and a piece came out, like just a normal, like 1 or 2 strands, right? That's like normal shedding. And I forgot though that happens. It's so crazy, like how long pregnancy lasts that you forget like normal things about your body. Thank you so much, Amy, for stopping by. That's really cool of you. Hope you have a really awesome day. So this, like a piece came out the other day and then I remembered, I'm like, oh yeah, my hair is going to fall out. Like after you have the baby, then your hair not only goes back to like the normal shedding amount, but like extra because of like the hormonal phase that you go into, like all your hair lets go. Like right now, one of the hormones that's amped up holds all your hair follicles. And then after, it plays catch up for like all of the hair that you didn't lose. And so that's why pregnant people, right? Like it's looking all luscious and everything, pretend like it's brushed, okay? And then I got sad. I was like, oh God, no, my hair's gonna fall out. Like my hair lost like 2/3 of its thickness after I had Max. And I'm like, am I gonna be bald after this? I don't know. Anyway, that's a side note about hair. Let's read the offering. Now I'm looking all disheveled. Let's find. Oh, the vessel. I wonder if we can finish this before the baby comes. Like, how many more do we have? We're getting close. The mirror. Oh, no, we haven't done the vessel. I was thinking about the transient light tarot card because I posted that today. Hibernation phase of the hormones. Yeah, it's crazy. And then I was like, oh, yeah, that's part of life. Shoot. Okay. The offering. Let me show you one more time because it's stunning. Like, I could just get this whole thing like inked over here. Okay. That's where my justice is going to go, though, I think. Story for a different day. The offering. The gift, the present, the sacrifice. Unlike many of the other cards in the deck, the offering carries a clear as day message and a call to action. As you may have guessed, it is time for something to be given and given up for the sake of the bigger picture. If nothing comes to mind immediately, though it's likely it will, take time in meditation to consider what must be offered and who is to receive it. You'll likely feel attachment and hesitancy. You'll make excuses, but recognize the link between the word sacrifice and the word sacred. One leads to the other. When we offer up something to the greater good, we lighten our load and become more able to serve. Imagine for a moment if you were to offer your whole self unconditionally to the world. For now, start small. So for me, all I can think about is baby and offering myself up fully to newborn, right? Which is, of course, what I want to do, right? But then it also becomes, there are other things that go by the wayside. Like last time it was dance. This time it will be tarot tube, things like that. I mean, I'm sure I'll like pop on every once in a while, but it's like this little time that I've carved out for myself now that I have a 4-year-old, right? Like this is just my domestic life. I mean, I work, but I work from home. So everything happens in here now. And you all remember when I started and I was like sneaking away and hoping Max would stay upstairs. And now it's like I have to drag him away from that quiet time and everything like that. So it's just this wave of, now I have this time for myself and it's going to go away again, right? But again, I want that, and I'm obviously going to be obsessed with my new child. And so that's what comes to mind for me, which I know, super interesting, right? But so whatever comes to mind for you, think about that. Also, when she talks about like you'll make excuses, but recognize the word sacrifice and the word sacred. Now, like it's not really a sacrifice, but I also thought about when she says we lighten our load and become more able to serve. I'm still working on different areas of the house, like the master closet and clearing out the baby's room, which is done now. But the things that I took out of there and put in one walk-in closet and I put some in the other walk-in closet, it's just like, what is all of this stuff? So it's like, that's like a surface level thing that for me, when I've gone through everything, because I've gone through some stuff, I threw out a bunch of things, put stuff in the donate pile when I was cleaning out the baby's room. And it's like, that's like a day-to-day thing for me that will be, that will certainly continue to lighten my load as I go on and go through those things. So this is kind of twofold for me, like a big major life event of, having a new human in our house. And then also like continuing to work on these things that I've really been motivated to do because the baby is coming as well. It's going to be you, baby, and us in your tarot room like it was with Max for a while. I won't lie. I look forward to it when it happens. Yeah, and it really will. And what I thought too is maybe I'll pop on just quick. Like it doesn't have to be some structured thing. I will just pop on and say hi, and we'll talk about what I'm studying in my Chris Mariel notes, and we'll do a couple of recordings from the baby's room. The shipping for Tramfy to UK is showing us 5 billion. Okay, so I've seen people saying this before in the thread that I'm in with like my tarot friends and I that were all scammed by the same person. They post like little snippets of like crazy shipping stuff right now. It says go to our Etsy, but then the Etsy says it closes. I wasn't sure what the status was with Valenza stuff. I knew when I got the purple Tramfy for Simon, they weren't shipping there at all. So that may have changed now, but maybe it is, they're trying to push people to the Etsy, but then you're saying it's closed. So I don't know how to help you with that. Hello, Emmy. Thank you for hanging out with us. Jamie says, let me know if I need to grab one for you. Happy to do. I would offer, but that shit only works half the time. So, it's fine. Okay. Once a week, Gandhi gave up speaking for a day, offering himself to divine silence. The offering can come in all shapes and sizes, right? So it can be something that creates just a ripple from yourself, or it can be a wider scale community type thing, right? Once again, I love that Kim brings it down to day to day. Not that a vow of silence for a day is not a big deal, but it's something that we all have, I shouldn't say all, that most of us probably have the power to do, right? Anyway, there's always something we can do. We can always tailor it to ourselves. Subset. Okay. If there is a gift you've been thinking of giving someone special, now is the time. I am ordering 3 gifts today for people, possibly 4, and mailing one out. So those are the things on my to-do list today. I can't show you because it involves some of you, but yeah, that's what's happening today. Now is the time. I'm giving gifts. Get ready for it. Okay, when light, generosity, donation, volunteering. When dark, giving with expectations, keeping track. That is such an icky thing. Like, this is something I deal with a person in my life, and I feel, I talk about it with another friend because, not to gossip, but because I'm like, am I imagining things, or like I feel like I can't keep up with them. And so there are other people that I don't keep up with in that way, but I don't feel that way. So that's how I know it's not a big deal, right? Like, but with this one person, I'm always like, oh my gosh, now I have to like do this thing. Like, oh, it's just blah. But it's not mine. It's not my thing. But it affects me, right? Oh well. To go deeper, Odin's sacrifice of his eye in Norse mythology. Who was just talking about this? Justin or someone in Justin's Facebook group? I don't know. Let's take more sips because this is delicious. I'm on a full calf today because just how it is. Okay. Then we have the prayer. Now, both of these have like either like an outstretched hand or a reaching hand. Let's look at them together. And then let's look at the prayer by itself so you can kind of make it out. There's like a cut off like gem or diamond at the top. There's another kind of like sunrise with some sparkly thing. And then like nest imagery at the bottom. Yeah, also super beautiful. And it does feel like airier and like more ethereal with the little dots and everything. Yeah, just really well done, I think. So for the prayer, we have the worship, the reverence, the homage. What is prayer? When are we in a state of prayer and when are we not? Tricky. To whom or what do we pray? Archetypally, the practice of prayer has been with us since the dawn of time as a remedy for the omnipresent self-centered thinking that spins us toward illusion. Prayer leads us beyond our ego as we move from our little story to the big one. Some say we are in a state of prayer any time we are not the center of our own thoughts. Others say prayer is a natural result of gratitude. Okay. Perhaps it is simply surrender or service. Whatever prayer is for you, this card reminds us of its importance. Get quiet, low, humble, and soft. Bow and touch the ground as your heart lifts to the sky. Though it may be uncomfortable, it is time. Nothing else will do. Me and Mary L. may be two of discs. Oh, Patrice, I fell asleep praying for a better, kinder world last night. That's amazing. Calla Lily, hello. Yes, definitely get some coffee. Okay. Experiment with the act of bowing down. Nearly all spiritual traditions make a practice. Every song, kiss, breath, word can become a prayer. It is a feeling, not an action. Consider the ancient mantra. Hold on. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. I bow to the creative consciousness within. I bow to the teacher within. When light, offering to be of service, asking for guidance. When dark, expecting results, self-aggrandizement. To go deeper, ask to be of service. I like that ask part because sometimes sometimes just doing that makes a huge difference. Even little, just little around the house stuff, or if Ryan gets really frustrated about something or I get really frustrated about something, we have gotten a lot better. Like we were always okay about this, but we've been about like being there for each other, but we've been better about vocalizing. and it's part of like answering your partner's bids, right? Like if I'm like, oh, look at that bird outside, and he just ignores me, this is not about us. But this is like the example, like the Gottman Institute, like the marriage therapy counseling people. I don't really know. That's not a good introduction. But anyway, if I'm looking out the window and I'm like, oh, look at that bird, and like he doesn't say anything to me, that's still like an important thing. Like he didn't answer me, and so that I just feel whatever. And again, it's not about us, but I've shared that with him before, just because we like learning about stuff like that and psychology and everything. And so sometimes jokingly, like if he doesn't respond to me, I'm like, look at the bird, all angry, but just pretend. My point is, asking to be of service can even be something like that, just with the people in your house, right? Like he gets really frustrated and I just say, please let me know what I can do. Or instead of saying, what can I do? Instead of asking, just letting him know I'm there. I'm like, please let me know what I can do, right? Even if there's nothing really, and I almost know that, just voicing that, even though I'm standing right there, sometimes voicing it is this additional thing. And if I'm raging about something and he says, let me know what I can do to help you. Even if I'm still irritated, that feels good that that's there, right? It's just a small thing, but I like that she said, ask, and I would just say vocalize what that might look like for you. Okay, so tarot and oracle to go with these. The answer is always massage. We do that sometimes. If it's really in the moment and we're kind of like ragey about stuff, and neither one of us really wants that touch in that moment, but like a minute later, yeah. Patrice says, how can I contribute to creating a better, kinder world? That's amazing. Good questions to put out. Okay, I'm going to scooch these over a little bit. How did I do this before I actually have room now on the table? Because for a pregnant woman, yes, that was like last night. I really needed, I'm like, I'm sorry to wake you up, but I cannot move my hip. I cleared out this front little space because we did the Lenormand and etc. video. So now I can do 2 rows again for my photo, which is nice. Let's see what our transient light has to say about how best to work with the offering and the prayer. I should really edge these. I might do dark blue because I don't care if it bleeds over onto that edge. I might do that. Might have time to edge a deck in the rest of this week because, again, going to be getting my little work breaks, which I have not. I mean, I take them when I need them, but it has just been a lot lately. Okay, so how can we best work with the energies of the offering and the prayer? And I'm going to take these 2 in a row right out together for the offering and the prayer after I drop more cards. Wednesday. What else is going on today? The offering and the prayer. Ooh. So we have for the offering, Apprentice of Wands. I like that we have the little circle, like the little daisy chain that sort of, I'm going to pretend like I'm Donna right now. Like with the circle over here, creating that space and the circle here, and the hand reaching out on this telescope coming out. Apprentice of Wands. So we have this this learning vibe, desire to take on information. You know, maybe we can say learning how to offer ourselves up, learning what to offer, things like that. That's just my immediate tie to it. And with the wands, being that passion driver, and in the book, Kim saying it's a clear as day message, right? The offering is clear as day, and a call to action. And so there we have our action element with the wands, and some similar symbolism across cards here. And then for the prayer, 6 wands. So I love that, again, we have these little bundles, and now those little daisy wraps are around the wands. And I love that because the wands still feel like cool temperature wise to me. And I love that there's a moon and it's at night and it doesn't feel so fiery to me, because I understand we need the fire. But for me, again, this kind of like darker nighttime vibe just really wins it. And with the daisies, it kind of softens that up. So the meaning is still there, but again, just the aesthetic for me is amazing. And I love, like here we could say that the hand reaching out of the nest is similar to the white flag, like coming out of the branches, right? She says, interesting that there's a white flag, right? Because that's like surrender. And in the deck, or in the book, Kim says, you know, prayer could even, maybe it's just surrender. Maybe it's just surrendering, right? Like, I'm not making this up once again. So here we have, and then we have our little crystal up here, which kind of looks like a moon, our diamond or our gem, and then our moon here kind of mirrored in the same spot on these cards. Do these work so well together always? Oh, yes, they do. Sip, sip to the transient light for being amazing. Okay. Now I feel like I should always read the book, because do you remember when we had the gem and it said that there was and then we got 8 vessels in here, and then it said there was a gem in that vessel? I cannot handle it. Okay. What am I doing? So this goes here, and then our Tokewitch Oracle. Yes, synchronicity. They're just great. And let's see what our little Tokewitch has to say about this. Okay. Beautiful, beautiful. I just have to go back and watch that one video. I wrote it down, but I don't remember. I already said that. But the vow, whatever we had with the vow, I think that was the one. And I remember that strength came up. It was January 19th was canceled for my internet. So it was like December 28th or something like that. Anyway, I wrote it down. It's not a big deal. I'm going to go back and watch the end of that video, and then I will pull those cards and post them in the group too, because it's driving me nuts that I have those missing. Alex says, my systems went down, so sneaking in, I never get to catch these. I'm sorry you are struggling, but we are happy that you are here. Oh, here we go. Chris with the ego talk, like carrying over a bit from Orshi's video yesterday about Gryffindor. That's what I'm thinking about. But anyway, side note. Love the prayer and 6 wands. It's taking the ego and glorification out of the 6 and taking some time to be thankful for those who support us, those we look up to. Yeah, it's really beautiful. I like, that's really well said about it just kind of gives it that softness. You know what I mean? I was just talking about the image, but yeah, Chris is right. It gives that, and again, because there's no people, right? It doesn't feel like this parade of, yeah, I like that. Taking time to be thankful. That's amazing. Yeah. Oh, love you, doll, says Alex to Jamie. Okay. Let me see here. Our Tokewitch cards to accompany the offering and Apprentice of Wands. So if we take the advice, following the tarot card advice to work with the offering and the prayer, then our resulting energy would be what? Okay. Nope. Okay. So our first one with the offering and Apprentice Wands is air. So we get this, what I thought about was, did she say something about like the burden becomes lighter or whatever, right? When I was talking about like continuing to clean and organize, and you know, I was moving all these things around and getting rid of some of this stuff is like really helping me. Obviously, you know, that was my micro example of what I can offer myself, is to offer myself some more peace and to continue working in that way. So again, whatever that is for you, what you decide that you can offer results in this kind of like breath of fresh air, wide open space, freedom, lightness, all of that becomes the reward of offering yourself up. And then the prayer and Six of Wands, this is stuck on me, okay, results in creativity, which I love because I kind of think about creativity as like a 6 kind of thing. So I feel like those go really well together. And we kind of have this like mess of color in the prayer card and here in the creativity card. And so, I mean, just aesthetically, I think it works nicely together. But then when we see this, like Chris does, about focusing in on that, giving time to be thankful, and even the surrender part, right, that I was talking about, is that feels a little bit like this to me, that we get, then we have this space to be creative and to continue creating whatever we created here, to get that recognition and to be supported, like Chris was saying, that then it can carry on, then you can do more. That's what it feels like to me. Like when we do this the right way, when we accept those praises, not so much with the ego, but with giving thanks, then there's room for this creativity to happen, to continue happening. That's what I'm getting there. Thoughts on these? Anyone? I'm going to line them up and do a photo so I don't forget. Because we all know if I forget, then it'll be 5 weeks before I post any pictures, because I just let it get to my head. Silly. All of the notifications. What is happening? Oh my gosh, do you want to see Tiny Max pictures when he was like, well, tiny? Because my memories just popped up. Look at Max and his Pink Floyd. Aw, and kitties. They go kind of quick, so I'll try to show you more. Oh, more cats. Okay, 5 years ago. Max wasn't here yet. And a sunset, which is nice. Okay. I'm trying, but there's not much. All right. Anyway, that's that. Hold on, sorry. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm still stuck on the lightening up to give myself air lightness of being. Yeah, he was tiny in that picture. Month old. Okay. Sorry, talking to my husband about music. Let me take a picture. Thanks for hanging out while I look at my phone. Okay. Oh, my glare isn't too bad right now. That's nice. I can go just like this. There, we have a picture for our group. So exciting, isn't it? Okay, so 9:47. We're not doing too bad at all. What do we think? Any closing remarks about these cards? Any notice links or anything about things coming up later today or this week? Hopefully this afternoon, I'm going to record another collection video, tarot or oracle. I think I'm just going to do it each one in like 2 parts, or that's not what I mean, each one in 1 part. Or do you think I should, because some of tarot and oracle are in bags, and so that I will have to just like quickly pop it open to show what it is. But do you think I should split tarot in half and split oracle in half so I can show occasionally like I did with Lenormand stuff? Or should I just push the boxes through and say this is what I have? I could just do what I said I was going to do and put one through at a time and just show the boxes unless it's something in a bag, and then that would be my only exception. Maybe I should do that so I can just knock it out, right? I think so. I put some stuff through some things back up on the shelf. Diane says, okay. I do think that's more interesting, right? Okay. See, I was feeling kind of bad. Like, I mean, I'm going to show like literally like every box and bag or whatever, but just not crack them open and show cards. But what strikes you? Okay. Then I listened back to like type up my list, or I wrote it, I guess. There were 70 decks in that collection, including the Midia Lenormand, which was in my tarot bag. But then I thought there was only one Midia in there, and I thought I had a regular and a mini. So then this morning I was on Chris Yao's channel trying to find out if there is a mini, because I thought I just saw something about one coming out. But is there one already? Do I have decks I don't even know about? Because in the video I said there's 2 in that bag and there was only 1. I said I have a regular and a mini Midia. But the problem is I haven't used those since I was in the shop, so I just don't know. I don't know. So I'm either missing one, or there is no mini, or I don't own the mini. I'm losing my mind. I need so much help. I just don't know. So anyway, I don't know. There were 70, if I'm counting the one Midia that I found. It's right there. I can't even grab it. But there were 70 of those decks. I might have 71 if there's a second one. There was originally a mini Midia, and I think I have them because I bought one from the creator and then I got the mini online, like secondhand. Where is it? Anyway, my other point was I felt kind of bad when I didn't show some in the other. This is what's wrong with my Libra heart. When I was like, oh, I didn't show any. I didn't even see who the creator was on that one. I didn't open it up. I didn't show them. That's a beautiful deck. But it's fine. I can show off decks later, like in special like feature videos. It's fine. But I feel bad to the decks. I'm like, Astro Soul Oracle, I'm so sorry I didn't open you and show a bit of your gorgeousness. This is what's wrong. Like I lose sleep about these things. Anyway. Okay, I think I'll do half and half then because I want to keep them around 45 minutes. One, for the uploading chaos, and two, because I don't know, more people will enjoy that, I think. So yeah, Midia mystery going on over here. I don't know. The numbers are not that important. I've just never counted before and I'm so curious. Ryan asked me the other day, he's like, do you think you have 100 decks? I was like, yes. And then I did that video and I'm like, well, I have 70 other. We're not even talking. I just don't like calling them other. That's why I did that long, obnoxious title, because that's like might be my favorite set of things. I don't know. Anyway, thanks for chilling with me on a Wednesday. Tomorrow I'll be back at the same time for a casual showing a couple of sweet gifts that I received. Like really amazing, generous stuff. Okay. And yeah, I'm going to go do some work, send some gifts, drive to the post office later. That's my plan for today. Patrice says, I'm surprised you don't use LiveBib. Okay, so here's what's up. Side note. By the way, everyone check out Zane's store. There's some exciting new things on there. Ooh, thank you for sharing. Calla Lily says you'll feel better about it if you show some. I really will. I will. So LiveBib. I started using it a long time ago. I didn't get very far because when you put indie decks in, the format is not the same, or at least at the time, the format was not the same as it is for mass market. Like something about either the name, right? Like when you put it in mass market, maybe, I don't remember exactly what the issue was. Like maybe it said the at the end and it would say like Mons Tarot, comma, the, or whatever. Something like this. And when you put in the indie deck, it goes like however you type it, and they didn't match up, and that made me crazy and I deleted it. This is what happens. So I just hand wrote a list instead, which I'm about to type and put in the group, just so I have a record, and then I know what adds on since then, because I maybe possibly got another fortune type deck the day after I recorded that video. It might have happened. Plus I got one gifted to me yesterday also. Okay. Gulp, gulp. Honestly, that's how I feel sometimes. Let's take one more. I know Zane is going to be in my next Make Playing Cards haul. Oh, Chris, it works okay for me, he says, just like tug boxes. Well, aren't you just the lucky one? Or, you know, smarter than me or whatever. I think it's been fixed to work better. Okay, I might try it. Okay, so yeah, Zane is in my next list of make playing card stuff. I thought about it the other day, but I'm like, I cannot get carried away, and I have to get these things that were originally on my list first. So anyway, do check out that link that Chris put in for make playing cards. Maybe I'll check out Libib. All right, friends. All right. So tarot or oracle this afternoon? Maybe I'll do tarot because it's on the table and that is presumably easier, right? Plus these are tarot. Hold on, let me do this while you're here. Because otherwise I'll start recording later and I'll get messed up. Okay, so here's my Siren's Melody. These are tarot. Remember I had to do like an extra row over here. Tarot. The last day, I think, we pushed some of the oracle back. Tarot. These are all, oh, how is this ever? Oh, but it's going to be right here. But I won't be able to get out. Okay. So just put them on the table. These are tarot. Yep. And these are all tarot. Okay. Oh, it's heavy. Donna, hey, I pretended to be you earlier when I was talking about the cards. So you'll have to go back and watch the little moment. I tried to put my Donna brain on. Okay, these are tarot and giant wildwood. Okay, that stuff is all. This is my January deck. Oh gosh, got light seers back here. Oh wait, this is all tarot. I had to move stuff, so this is just a mess. Nothing has really happened up here, but I had to move things. Okay, there, I can still get out, and now I'm set up to do tarot this afternoon. Okay, friends, thank you so much for hanging out. I am excited to record part 2 collection video today of tarot. And then the next one, part 3, will be the other half of tarot. Part 4, I can't count. Yeah, part 4 will be Oracle 1 and part 5 will be Oracle 2. And I might be able to do that tomorrow afternoon, but not all of them. I don't know. Anyway, I'm excited to record more collection videos for you. And I'm excited to see you tomorrow at 9 a.m. for Casual Thursday, where I will show a couple of very sweet gifts. And that's that. I hope you have an awesome Wednesday. I hope you have an easy work day like I do today, where you can do a few things and be productive, but not be overwhelmed. That's the vibe I'm sending out to all of you. Yeah, that's it. I will talk to you all tomorrow morning. Lots of love. Bye.